Many are being driven to tears. The new study finds that half of Americans cried during the home buying process. Apparently about two-thirds of Gen Z shoppers and just over 60% of millennials reported sobbing while shopping for real estate. So sad.
Is this a Gen Z millennial issue? That's my question.
What, the crying or the
crying? The crying. I mean, they are, millennials especially, the biggest chunk of home buyers that are out there right now. And no question, low inventory, higher prices, now add higher rates to that mix. It's a stressful time, but I don't know if that's limited to a certain demographic, is it? It's a huge
No, it's
purchase.
not. Right. So, the demographic breakdown is maybe not as important as you point out, but like the experience of buying a home in terms of just milestones in life, it's really substantial. And there are so many steps to go through, and it is a very stressful experience. I mean, I don't think it's an uncommon sight for people at open houses to see other couples fighting or
it's a very
crying.
common
I mean, you see every range of emotion when you're going to see a house, right?
Yeah, and if you're a first-time home buyer, it is a huge, huge purchase, right? So, number one, if you're a couple, you have to agree on the house. And then it becomes, how much are you willing to put down? And in this market today, it's really competitive. You don't go for the asking price. Chances are you're going to be going over asking. And then in some of these homes, you just walk in, there's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think that home buying is such a emotional type of experience that I think that's the reason why shows like Home Hunters is so appealing to people, right? I mean, and you also see a lot of jokes online about even just on Zillow, right? Like people who are bored, they're not even actually trying to buy a house. They just get an endorphin release by just looking at homes online. I mean, there is something to be said that, it is reality TV show type of, emotion that you see when people are looking at homes.
Well, and also when you're talking about a 30-year fixed mortgage, that's what you see, right? Like,
you're just locked in for 30 years.
Is this what I'm going to be locked in for 30 years? By the way, the other data that's stats coming out of the study from Zillow, 60% of sellers report getting at least 2 offers on their home. 2 offers seems very low.
I was going to say, that seems really low.
I think it's much higher than that. Nearly half of the homes sold in the U.S. in April of this year went for over asking. That is up 37% from a year ago.
Yeah. I mean, some people might be crying tears of joy if they're selling their house right now. So I don't know. Maybe that's a part of this survey as well. I've never cried ever, so I wouldn't know. I'm not part of any of these demographics.
Publicly.
I had my tear ducts removed as a young
cries
child.
Quietly at home.
Yeah, every day actually,
Alone.
because I have to deal with Akiko most of the times.